Royale, yeah, Fortnite, we about to get down.
Get a pat on the head, yo.
Yeah, you get a little pat on the head. You get a little pat on the head. It was a lot of fun though, like for real. I'm not being a little goober. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I was like worried
Actually,
how it was gonna
I
turn
really like
out.
that. Well,
Good job,
I don't know.
Jelush.
Thanks.
I really liked the
Wait, are we
you had a
not?
lot going on. I like that. You didn't like compartmental. You had everybody's mission stuff, and then you just had stuff going on, and I like that a lot.
Well, it's like
Everyone,
when
Oh, yeah.
all the
I
other missions,
first
it feels like they just do. They're like mission areas, and then they call it. They
It's all
call
very
it a day.
it's all very separate because we
Well,
just
it's
like
like,
punched
I was showing.
completely over. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, we just punched.
Oh
straight
no, I
through
was
the
gonna
front
say I
line
was
on that
showing
one.
I was showing Lenarsis a little bit of what I was working on the one night, and he's like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, dude, I was like, I went down an ADHD rabbit hole and just fucking went crazy when I should be sleeping. And then I kept changing it.
I
And
don't. All I can say is it's appreciated.
Yeah, this is an
You did a
awesome,
great job.
I thought that was really
best
awesome.
mission so far. One of the better missions I've attended,
Actually, I would
probably.
probably say that actually.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say one of the there was one of Jupiter's missions that's like in the running for it too. But well, that one was just on premise. That one, in terms of like actual mission work, I think was probably the best. Just with all the
Yeah.
stuff going on.
well, it's like I kept trying to like add different things. I'm like, this would have been nice, this would have been nice, and it just kind of kept going and going. And then I had to like kind of call it quits at one point because I just kept my mind just kept going down
You
the
actually had
hamster
to get
wheel.
the briefing out at some point.
Yeah. I mean, just adding just like random noise to it really sells the
Yeah.
fact that it's a battle space and not just like here's a set of objectives with targets around them.
Well, that's kind of
Yeah.
what I wanted too. Is I
Also,
wanted
like,
like the little
also
bit of
turning MIGs to like
chaos.
jump people on the way home.
There was chaos.
Turning
I
MIGs to
was
jump
I
people
Total
on the
was
way
sitting
home.
chaos.
That's
between the
cool.
F-16s and the A-10s, and I had no idea
Chaos
what
is
was going
fun.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Chaos results in blue on blue.
And then
Yep,
like
that
yeah,
is
when I
very
started
enjoyable.
naming the thing, I started naming the different units. I'm like, these are fuckers with iglas or whatever, dicks with iglas, and I'm just like, fuck, I'm leaving it in there. I was like, that way I knew what they were.
Beautiful.
I also everyone. It feels like all the mission devs are very scared to scatter around anti-air like that, which I get why. No one wants to get like popped by an igla, like
You deserve to
very
get
Yeah.
popped
early
by an
on.
Iglo on
But
occasion.
Well, that's
I
that's
mean,
like I made
if
a
you're
that
flying
was
out,
the hottest bomb drop I have ever done in the F4
no, yeah,
by like
that was
a
like
factor
that
of
was
10. That was wild. I've got my perspective up in unit media. You need to check it out right now. You need to see everything like shooting up at me as I'm going past.
yeah. I don't think
We
I
had the
think in
exact same thing
general
going
like
on. Like, like
I think in
I'm
general
like
that's
Jesus
like the
Christ.
most stuff that's ever like shot at me in order to pursue 2 mission. Like we brought rockets thinking that like we're gonna like be able to loiter around like all of these missions like they've only got like a pair of shulkers and then like an SA-8 and we got F-16s, they'll just kill that. Then we got there's like, oh my god, there's the 2 SA-2s, there's a pair of SA-8s, there's a bunch of gun dish, there's a bunch of ZSU-57. This place is hell. Let's just drop the bombs and go home.
well that's like I didn't really use like hardly any triggers either, other than to spawn like different groups in later, so it didn't like load the server up at the beginning. And I think
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bit even took out some of the cap because I'm sitting there like planning their routes and I'm like, well, if they follow this, it'll work like this. I was like, but that never happens. I'm like, fuck it, it's gonna be random.
Mhm.
Just I think
I mean,
what
I
is
think
that?
that like trigger
Randomness is an
90% of
upvote.
the time when we're
Yeah.
telling breaks in the missions, it's triggers because someone like is trying to do triggers along routes or whatever.
Yeah, it's
That's at
kind
least
of
what it feels like.
that's what I was saying in like the mission developers thing. I was like, I'm trying to keep triggers out of it because I've been seeing like just the smallest thing making them not work or like missing something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
minimal triggers
Like
is important. And then when you get like a trigger within a separate trigger, then it just goes to hell.
Yeah.
That and somebody was playing
Well, yeah.
Olympus, right? So they could just like if there's like a loose end, like a group that never committed, they could just like grab them and send them after somebody.
I don't know if they even added anything into Olympus, either like extra units or not. I know they tried to
I was
send the
watching.
Learjets after he was trying to make the
Yeah.
Learjets attack the F-14s at the one point.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like between no triggers and just like if someone's dead, they just take Olympus and just steer, lost flights into the action. I think that's fine. That's perfect. Total
Yeah,
Carnage.
it's a lot of
Loved
fun
it.
though.
Yeah. Where?
Looking forward to the next one if there is a next one.
Yeah, I was about to say, please do another one. Like that. Just do the same mission again. We gotta
Seriously.
all the
Oh, yeah, just
objectives we
leave it.
failed. We get all the objectives we failed. We have to like take another whack at.
I think I don't know exactly. I think
Obviously, we missed the
Narcissus has it
runway.
next week. I'm not sure what he's planning.
I don't know. We'll find out.
I know when I
I'm
first
sure it'll be a
started
good
post,
time.
I think it was yesterday. Everybody started looking at it more, and they're like, oh, we don't know how this is gonna work, and then they're like, well, it might. I'm just like, fuck it, I'm rolling with it. I was like,
Yeah, I don't know. So, yeah, I don't know. It's like it's just a weird. It's a weird mix. People say they want chaotic missions until they get into a chaotic mission 90% of the time.
That's
That one
just.
was
I
like
mean, that's
good.
just what happens. I mean, that's just what happens, right? You show up and you say like we have that thing at the end of every campaign where we say we want this, this, and this, and then you implement it, and people are like, "Well, we don't want that." Just roll with it. That was fun. That was great. The
Yeah.
having to work with the most fun I have in DCS is when I have to work with other airframes.
well,
Mhm.
that's one thing I was trying to go for. I was trying to split people up. I'm like, okay, you guys work with these, and
Yeah.
it just makes it a little bit more
Cross
complicated, but it
pollinate.
makes it more interesting too. Because when we're
Mhm.
in Sting and we're just talking to just each other the whole time, I'm like, this is getting kind of, not many people are saying
Yes,
much.
stale.
Yeah.
I felt bad for my flight though, because I know Mad Dog has got pissed off past couple missions because he'll make one mistake and get shot down. Well, then the one cruiser, I'm like, I'm gonna put one cruiser in there just so that way it's not like boring over here. Well, that one cruiser found both of them like right away, and I'm just like, fuck me.
Yeah. Eagles.
I was
I
watching, I was watching them before I
I don't know
came
why they
I'm
did that.
to the
I'm taking yeah, I'm
debriefing.
I don't know
taking
why they did
notes.
that. They said they didn't bring much air-to-air weaponry, then they pressed on a bunch of MiG-29s.
Yeah, they
All
got
I'm
bored and
saying.
left early ahead of their own cap and then pressed.
I don't know. They said I think
Reap.
they still said they had a good time. I don't know. I wasn't really keeping tabs on them.
Reaping.
I was. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to be mean, but
Well, it's
yeah,
certainly
good
not your
mission.
fault.
Yeah, no. I don't. I like watching the tac view. I don't think. Yeah, I think you. I think you did perfectly fine. I don't know.
Did you see our new skins, Lush?
I seen them. I wasn't
Yeah,
thinking
you
about it when I
gotta.
was looking at it follow or watching you guys go in.
Yeah, they turned out well.
Actually, I can't remember.
You
I
guys
think I
got like
took.
new winter camo or whatever, right?
This is the old 1991 Desert Storm scheme.
Ah.
Is
Actually,
there
I
is
didn't.
it like
I
a
didn't look at it. I
what's that?
haven't, but I need
Is it
to.
Union Media?
I need to
Actually,
see
I
about
got a
getting some. That's
Like
I got
like the gray? That's pretty
I got
sick.
I got a desert one. I just finished up for the guys when we go into a desert. I think it's in our chat somewhere.
Harriers do look pretty fun.
I'm trying to see if I saved
you know,
any
honestly,
pictures
the
or
I don't
recording.
know.
I was watching you
I
guys.
I came very close to being a Harrier guy, like in terms of like the grand scheme of DCS. I came very close to being a Harrier guy, but it just
You
didn't
did
take.
you did a good job spacing it out so that we were able to actually focus on the mission, not have to focus on refueling to get to the mission this time. That was awesome. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I was trying to
And
keep everybody
putting the A10s close to the front as well.
Yeah, here I pulled up a little bit. I was recording when I switched to you guys. So yeah, I'm looking at that skin now. It looks actually really good over the background with just how the
That
Oh,
looks
it
good,
colors
blends
are.
really
actually.
good.
Yeah.
I bet that would just vanish down
Yeah.
low.
Good.
Yeah, it does.
Oh yeah. Actually, Storky, we gotta look into getting some like intros. I think we should like get a. I think we should
Here
at
you go.
least get a.
Here, go into unit media. There's our desert. Our desert one's loading up right now.
Oh yeah.
Sheesh.
I'm still debating on chocolate chip in this puppy.
God,
I
please
think
give
it
it some
should.
chips.
Yeah. Give it some
Yeah.
chips, dog.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the chocolate chips. The other thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the Modex, the markings in the Modex, and offset color those.
Yeah. Hold on, Jasper. You guys gotta wait.
Yeah, we gotta see about getting some like.
How
What's
much
the
how much
name of the
money
freaking
would it
gray
be?
skin, Austin? Do you remember?
On what?
What's the gray skin called? I don't remember.
I don't
Like the
know.
paint scheme.
But I think
Got
like a
we
really
got
just go
Euro
for
one
like
right
a
now.
yeah, Euro one's cool and all, but I think we should go for like something that's more appropriate to the era that we're being put into here. And just go
Hmm.
for like an Air National Guard kind of thing. Like these are
Well, I don't
reservists.
know. Well, let me look.
Bajuki Land Air National Guard.
Oh,
Well,
be quiet.
once your Phantom paint kit drops, I'm gonna do a set for Storky.
Wow.
Ooh.
We'll send you money.
Yeah, it's because I
I
was
might.
nice
I
to
wish
him.
that there was like. I guess like a
I'm not
Southeast
sending him
Asian one would
money.
be
I'm
pretty
sending him
good.
good vibes. He's
Sending
getting
him. You're
good
sending him.
vibes only.
Sending him pictures of your junk,
I remember you
probably.
talking about that. I remember you talking about that. You said you were talking to somebody.
Oh, I just like casually mentioned it, you know, because he's very talented.
Yeah.
So, hey, I actually I have the manuals for the Navy Marine Corps for the paint. I have all the paint manuals. I went to school to be an aircraft painter, but all the modexing, how to do all the modexing, I actually know how to do all that in real life. So it's why it's a skill set that transfers. Plus I'm a model builder, so it fits.
You just love this shit. It's all model building without fucking
I
having to buy
understand it,
stuff.
right? Yeah, I
Yeah.
understand it all. I'm in the middle of doing a custom Tomcat. It'll replace that scraggly cat on the tail. It's gonna have a different style Tomcat straddling a AGM 65 with the heart with the cat claws through it.
Okay.
That sounds cool. Also, Turkey. I know it's a navy skin, but that looks. I like that. I like this 21st cat.
Stand by.
What the fuck? Is that real? Is that a real skin? Is that a real paint job?
Slightly
I'm looking at
bananas.
it.
It's
Yeah,
slightly
I'm
bananas.
looking at it.
Which one?
That is
I'm
not
seeing some
that is
real.
not
It's in 21st.
that is not slightly badass. That's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
God, what is it?
Oh, I know this paint scheme. This is on the S models.
Yeah.
So this is an S
I'm gonna
model
say it's navy.
F4. Yeah, it's an S
Yeah.
model Phantom.
Yeah. I'm gonna say it's navy, but it's still pretty freaking cool.
Well, if you guys get an S model, this would be an awesome one to do.
Yeah. We keep talking about it. Like whenever they're gonna release a navy one eventually.
You'll get the
Like,
BJ, the B and J. Sorry, BJ,
Yeah.
B and J will come out.
you think so? I don't know
That'll be
about
the
the
next
B,
one.
but I think that I hope we get the J. Actually, I don't know if we're gonna get the J, but I hope we get the J. Because it would be just kind of neat to have a hard wing one.
You get the B, J, and S, and then the Air Force. You guys are on the E's. You need the G's.
They're never gonna give us the G, dude. They hate us.
Yeah, they hate us.
Also, just freaking DCS is too stupid. It's ain't got no brain in it for
But
E-War.
I could do this scheme. The scheme wouldn't be that difficult.
I mean,
Wish that
we could just steal it because, like, I'm
I mean,
sure like
yeah,
the
honestly,
everyone else's skins are like probably modeled after a real skin, but they're nowhere near probably like something actual
well,
real.
like the F-15s have got a bunch that are like not real. They
Yeah.
just look cool.
Yeah.
They look
I,
good
I'm
though. I
I'm
won't lie.
yeah. I mean, I'm willing to compromise on things that are like accurate to the Phantom, but not our model,
Yeah.
because it's gonna take 5 years for us to get a Navy Phantom anyway. So you might as well like wrap it.
Yeah, for the sake of playing, it's fine. You can
Hill
Yeah.
1, that's what it's called. My God, I'm having a
Well,
stroke.
put a
That's like the
if,
name of like the gray paint scheme, Hill 1. We might want to get one of those done at some point.
well if if that navy paint scheme is on the table, that's my vote. I want that one.
It looks
If
pretty
not
freaking
that,
cool. I won't lie.
if not that,
if we
then just
do
like a
a
Hill 1 ANG type
if we
thing.
do another South Atlantic campaign, that'd be really sick for the South Atlantic campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say, either that or we just need to get like, I mean, yeah, either that or we just need to get a Hill 1, just the gray. I'm not gonna lie, at first I thought the gray was kind of like icky, you know, it made me think of modern planes too much because I'm racist against modern planes. I hate them. Uh, but it's actually kind of grown on me. I don't know why.
Well, it's just cause it's an old plane with a new paint job, and I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a
I mean,
picture
it's
of the
still
Hill Air
like,
Force Base with the F-4s?
hold on, let me see.
I'm just like flipping through paint jobs right now. You got me inspired.
I mean, there's a bunch of them that have already got Hill 1 on. They're just
Here's
in there.
a Tinker Air Force
But
Base.
oh gosh, there we
Does
go.
it say Happy
But I
Holiday?
don't think there's any. I don't think there's any that have the shark mouth, and there's definitely none that have got our tail codes. That's like a fact. I was thinking about just taking our tail codes onto a Hill 1 plane. But uh, I've got Photoshop. I just don't. I don't know. I get Adobe for free because of my college just gives it. Or well, technically speaking, I think it gives it to the art students, but they put up a big poster saying, "Hey, register for Adobe," and I was like, "Sure."
You
I
need
use
to tell your
GIMP.
thing to pick the right
I'm
mic.
cheap.
Don't mind if I do.
I've been using GIMP for
Yeah,
about 7 years, and it works really well.
my understanding GIMP is pretty good if you like get a couple plugins for it, but I don't know. The most that I ever do, like the only like picture editing I do reliably, I just do in Paint.net. Like it's just like really simple, like just for like gags, really.
They
Like the
they
stupid bit
say
where I like crop my
they
hand
say
out or anything.
Adobe's easier because you can go from a PSD all the way to a DDS right there, where I have to use a couple different tools.
Well, I mean that's ultimately the thing. It just comes with a bunch of stuff baked in, like stuff that you gotta like track down like plugins for GIMP, and they might not work together, all sorts of stuff. Adobe just
I
has
don't.
it.
Yeah, I don't. The only thing I have, and I told Jay Luce that I have all the fonts for all the modexing. So for the Navy Marine Corps, how your lettering's done is known as Long Beach, U.S. Navy. I have that, and then I have the Air Force, and also have the U.S. Army. So I have all those fonts for that stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
When
And it,
did the F4 leave service?
the last F4,
F4G
I'm
was
gonna
what?
what?
It's like
It's like
2013. Israelis are still using the F4.
well,
Like
Greeks are
2013 or
still
something.
flying
No,
them. The Hellenic Air
yeah,
Force is still
Yeah,
using them.
Greek
Greeks
still
definitely
flies
still
them.
use them.
One of the I think a Turkish one dropped a freaking drop tank on a car not too long ago, actually.
Hey, where was the video they
About 2
posted
years
from the
ago.
F4 over the airfield?
Iran, Greece,
Say
and
again?
Turkey, the only 3 countries still flying them.
Yeah, yeah. 2023 a Turkish F4 dropped a drop tank into a populated area and hit a car.
Trying to see if I can find like a really, really late like US F4. But most of them are just that Hill 1, maybe with some like
96.
cool critter on the tail.
1996
right
is
here.
when the last one retired in the U.S.
I know that they saw Gulf War Round 1 in the F4G. F4E we phased out a lot earlier though.
Yeah.
There's that picture. There's at least there's the drop tank, and Turkey says it was an F4 that did it.
That's awesome.
There's this Japanese one with a big anime
they've,
girl
like-
on the side.
They've like super duper modernized their F4s. I know they have. Korea just got rid of their F4s not too long ago.
Japan held on to theirs till like a couple years ago, I think, a few years ago.
I'm out.
That one's a little extra. I don't think we want to go so far as to use
I
Ace
think
Combat
they-
skins.
March 2021 was when they retired their last one.
Who did?
2021, March 2021.
Well, who retired them?
It was Japanese. That's when they retired theirs.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
The Koreans did theirs just last year, actually. They retired theirs in April of 2024.
Yep, down to 3 countries.
Yep.
All right, gents. Well, I wish you guys well. I got to get to bed. I got to get up at 0:30, get on a plane and head to Pensacola, Florida tomorrow.
Don't have too much
Very
fun.
exciting.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
going to
say
go
you
look
on
at
that.
some houses.
Oh, you buying down in Picola?
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic beaches. You'll not be disappointed.
We're gonna freaking break into the Navy museum there, though. God.
Oh, the museum's
Yeah.
awesome over there.
Yeah.
They only
I
open
do
it to the
remember
public
that.
like one day out of the year, though.
Mobile's Alabama Museum is actually pretty good as well, even for aircraft even.
I used to do restoration, so that's actually how I got started as a kid, was in restoration. So I may find myself getting a gig down there on the side.
Mm.
That'd be cool.
Well, going to bed. I'm out of here.
Don't let us hold you.
I don't know. No. I'm old, but I ain't that old. Hey, good job, Jay Lush. Nice. And I saw your
thank
video,
you.
Dave, that surprise Sam. That was a good pull.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I seen that. I'm like, fuck. Oh yeah, that's right. You told me to do this. I gotta send you the other one at some point.
No, that was smart. Have you started practicing the three turn defensive?
I haven't had time yet. I was mostly working on this mission. We'll have to hop on a server sometime or something and try it out.
Well, I'll be back in 2 weeks.
All right.
About a week. Yeah, 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I'll be back in March.
All right. Yeah, just get a hold of me some night when you're free.
All right, man. Be safe.
All right, you too. Enjoy Florida.
Later. Thanks.
Bye.
I'm out of here. It was a good time.
Oh, thanks. See you guys.